For an architect to be given an art museum to do, it is, to me, the most marvelous commission you can possibly have, because there's really only one function it has to do, is how you address that painting.
The collection is the inspiration for everything that we've done in this process. And as I walk around and see these works, it's all about nature. You have wood and water and sky and clouds and earth and mountains and all of those kinds of things. And as we began to look at these paintings in the earliest stages of the project, we knew that all of those ingredients somehow needed to be acknowledged.
In many museums, you've got aggressive and dominating architecture, and then the art recedes and is almost like an afterthought. Or you have terribly bland buildings where the art certainly holds its own, but it's got to fight against the monotony of the surroundings. Here you have a perfect amalgam, a wonderful harmony between wonderful architecture and the collection.
There's an intimacy about the building that makes you feel that you're closer to the works of art.
This collection is not trying to have a Noah's Ark, two of every single thing in the history of art. It's got really good depth in places. It's exciting. Visitors will love looking around.
They have a phenomenal collection of American Indian art, as well as American art ranging from John Singleton Copley through American modernism and Southwestern art, and photography as well.
Several major collections joined the museum: the Fleischaker collection, the Tates, the Toms, the Sander collection of photography, the Bayrak collection of Native American art, and of course the White Sanhofer collection of Impressionist painting, which was the reason we built the Lester Wing.
Well, I grew up in Oklahoma, in a small town in the southeastern part of the state, Durant, and I had told David Boren several years ago that when the right opportunity came along, I'd like to give something back to the university. And I visited with David, and he gave us the vision of the museum and this wing, and we were very attracted to it, and that's how it happened.
It evokes exactly what I'd hoped it would perfectly. Now, my mother would really be pleased with this.
But then the Adkins collection had also a very important part because it's an Oklahoma collection built by Mr. Adkins in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
When the trustees of the Adkins decided they would ask other people to make them a proposal of the Adkins Collection, I knew what Philbrook was doing, and I knew what the University of Oklahoma was doing. So I called David Boren and said, David, why don't we put these together?
More than 12 museums from around the country were there fighting to get the collection. And President Boren really reacted, saying there's no way this collection will go outside of Oklahoma. We were very fortunate because we went to see Regent Stuart and Didi Stuart, and we went with this amazing idea to make a bigger project.
And if you saw the Lester Wing and how wonderfully it was done, you would, and then looked at the rest of the museum, you would recognize that it was dated and clearly needed a lot of work, and we were happy to get that started.
Because the Lester Wing was maybe the first step to make the Museum International with the White Sanhofer gift of Impressionist painting. The Stuart Wing is definitely the next step. And then there may be a third one later on, I hope.
The Fred Jones Jr. Museum of Art has become a national and international destination for those who love art. And none of it would have been possible without the incredible generosity of major donors and scores of other donors to make this museum a reality.
With the collection growing, and it's growing and growing, and you know, I think it's also contagious to get enthused, and I think this will be an inspiration for more people.
OU cares about art to be given to us because we're using it for teaching to the School of Art and to the people of Oklahoma.
That you have this kind of experience for the students who come here, it really is a dimension that's not available to students in most public universities throughout the country.